Chapter 14. Dominique, African American, age 33, April 26, 2025. This morning I headed to the local Hardee's to pick up breakfast. My husband had seen a commercial and mentioned craving their biscuits with gravy. I decided to surprise him with a little indulgence on an early Saturday morning that already felt like summer. When I walked in, the place was mostly quiet, except for one man raising his voice at the counter. The manager, standing stiffly behind the register, didn't seem to be doing much to calm him down. But a young man at the second register caught my eye. As the manager stepped away, the young man moved forward, trying to help. He wasn't loud or forceful, just calm, steady, respectful. Later he took my order, smiling as if none of the earlier tension had touched him. There was a groundedness to him that stood out. I spotted him again wiping tables. I thought about asking if he had a few minutes for an interview. I didn't. I finished my coffee and let the moment pass. But when I saw him on break as I was leaving, still carrying that same easy warmth, I decided to ask. His name is Dominique. He told me he was from Jacksonville, born and raised. He graduated from Lee High School. He's not married, but when I asked if he had kids, he nodded. I have 6. He said with a small, almost uncertain smile, as though he waited on me to respond. 6, I said. I asked him where he saw himself in the next 5 years. He didn't hesitate. Owning my own business. I do a lot of auto mechanic work. Been doing it about 12 years. I asked if he had formal training. He shook his head. I was raised on it. That was my training. Turns out nearly every man on his mother's side, grandfathers, uncles, cousins, worked on cars. A lot of them had their own businesses, he added. So why wasn't he doing it full time? I still do. I just do it at my own pace. The Hardee's job helps fill in the in-between space. I'll never stop working. I gotta keep working. We talked about accomplishments. He said he was still working toward his goals, but getting his finances in order was one of the big ones. He said he'd made some poor choices in the past that he had turned around. The impetus for that change? His kids. The same answer when I asked what he was most proud of. He didn't blink. Off top, my children. His oldest is 10. I asked about fear, not in a surface way, but in the way you can when someone has opened up to you a little bit. He said, not being enough for them. It's like I feel the need to overcompensate when it comes to my kids. It's like I'm catching up even when I don't need to, but I feel the need anyway. He tries to spend as much time with them as he can. This was his first week at Hardee's. I told him I'd noticed how he quietly tried to help the upset customer earlier. Yes, ma'am, I tried. I was looking at the receipt, trying to work it out, but he didn't want to talk to me. It's okay. I told him I admired how he handled it. When I asked if he thought of himself as a natural leader, he answered without pause. Yes, ma'am. I like trying to resolve things in the most peaceful way possible. We talked briefly about the world, how loud it is, how unsettled. Did he think it would all end in peace? I can't really focus on the world. We got enough things in this city that need resolving. A little too much killing and violence going on. But we got to get it together. Everybody got to find an alternative way to resolve their issues. That struck me. He wasn't talking about the world in the abstract sense that I was. He was talking about the people around him, the people he could reach, the people he could help. Before I left, I found myself thinking about how easy Dominique was to talk to. He didn't overshare, but he didn't hide either. His honesty was natural and unforced. What struck me most was how we can all come from different walks of life, different backgrounds, different beliefs, different ways we live our lives, but the heart of our shared humanity remains the same. Every person matters. Look them in the eye. Serve them well if you're behind the counter taking their order. Live in their story for just a moment if you are an interviewer asking questions. Connections naturally occur when we honor the humanness in each other. No judgment, no savior complex. I connected to Dominique. His quiet leadership ability, his warmth, steadiness, his ability to fix cars. And I appreciated that I had the pleasure of meeting him. I wish him much success on his journey. This is truth, and truth always rises.